Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, after that last auto writing I did with Queen Elizabeth II, she said some really dark things about Harry, that he's troubled, and it sounds like, to me, a bit of schizophrenia. And I found an article which I posted in the community. I searched schizophrenia. We have someone with schizophrenia in our family. And this, it kind of really reminded me of that. And so I searched schizophrenia, and sure enough, there is valid research that over smoking marijuana can lead to schizophrenia. And I'm just going to ask the cards here. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a health professional in any way, sense, or form. I do have my counseling diploma, but it does not allow me to diagnose anybody, so I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to ask the cards. Is it possible that Harry has smoked so much pot that he's developed a secondary situation? That's what I'm going to ask. So I'm not diagnosing if he has schizophrenia or not. Sadly, schizophrenia has sadly terrible outcomes if not treated properly. So I'm going to ask, because this is kind of a dark one, I also wanted to let you know what I'm reading about. So if this is a trigger warning for you, you can stop watching the video. You're not going to hurt my feelings whatsoever. And I appreciate that you don't want to watch. So I'm going to be using the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, and then I'm going to be pulling some dark mirror cards as well. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm just going to ask, has Harry developed secondary symptoms from his pot smoking? I don't even have to say allegedly. He goes on and on. People have witnessed about his marijuana enjoyment. Let's just put it that way. People say that you can't be addicted to marijuana. I disagree. I know people who are lifelong, I'm in my 60s, I know people who are lifelong marijuana smokers, and you tell me they aren't addicted when they have to have their joint every morning. And, now they're at the age, so it helps with my arthritis. Well, you didn't have arthritis when you were 30 or 25 or even 40. And so I just, just be truthful. Just say, you know what, it's just like my cup of coffee. I need my cup or two of coffee every morning, and I'm addicted to coffee. I have to admit that. If I don't have it, I have a headache, I feel tired. Nothing wrong with that. Just be truthful. So anyways, I digress. Has Harry developed secondary symptoms, secondary condition, secondary symptoms, secondary condition due to his marijuana smoking? Now, I've also did a little bit of research, and marijuana can make you very paranoid. Very paranoid. I personally, I don't indulge in marijuana. I don't like it. I have tried it. I don't like it. I actually don't indulge in any kind of recreational drugs whatsoever. I barely like taking vitamin pills. I do enjoy my spirits, as you know, with my spirits with spirits. Enjoy a glass of wine or my gin. I'm not going to deny that whatsoever. But when it comes to recreational drugs, I am certainly not a fan. But I don't judge people who do. If that's your thing and you're not harming anybody else, go for it. None of my business. So I'm not judging anybody who smokes marijuana. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. All right. So has Harry developed a secondary conditions, a secondary medical condition, secondary condition because of his marijuana smoking? When I was reading that article, I had to think to myself, I wonder if the marijuana smoking simply covers up the symptoms. Queen of Cups in reverse. Well, that can either be his mom. Now, we have to fully admit here that Diana was admitted, I don't have to say allegedly, had borderline personality disorder. So has he inherited something from his mother? Has he inherited some kind of um, mental emotional problems genetically? Not even by proxy, right? Not even by proxy. Seven of Cups in reverse. Well, there's your confusion. Seven of Cups with Queen of Cups both in reverse. There's your confusion. There's your illusion. There's your delusion. Those both tell me strong emotional difficulties together like that. Knight of Pentacles. There he is. There he is, losing his head. Oh boy, oh boy. King of Cups in reverse. We have his mother and his father on the table. Seven of Pentacles. This is actually a long time coming. I just that Seven of Pentacles right there. Let me get this so it's all in. I just want to make sure these are big cards. There we go. Sorry about that. So this Seven of Pentacles tells me, yes, this is something that has been going on for a very long time. This is something that will continue to go on for a long time. So this is something he's invested in, that it will grow over time. If this was in reverse, I'd say, well, then no, it didn't grow any roots. This is telling me it grew roots. And here he is, and here are his parents. And here he is, this Knight of Pentacles with his head in his hands. I'm going to say, yeah, this is something that has been growing over a long time. And that's what they say about the smoking marijuana, and you smoke marijuana over a long time. And this is what happens. And it mostly happens to men. It can happen to both males and females. But the heavy users, it mostly happens to men, and it happens in their 20s and 30s. So it's when you start smoking marijuana quite early in life, which he is admitted to. And this is something that has taken root. This is something that's taken root. This is his emotional instability here. Page of Cups. This is the surprising news. Three of Swords. Wow. Betrayal. Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, so that auto writing talked about that Harry has threatened. I'm shaking. Harry's threatened himself, and he's going to take somebody with him. So is he going to take his father with him? This Seven of Swords in reverse. This Three of Swords here is betrayal. Seven of Swords in reverse is a lie that's exposed, or something that's been taken away from you returns. So if somebody has lied to you, then the truth returns. And here's this Page of Cups. This is kind of a sinister looking Page of Cups. Oh man, these are getting dark. Eight of Cups in reverse. He's kind of stuck with what he's done. I keep getting Eight of Cups for Harry a lot, that he's missing something. So is he missing something mentally? Is he now stuck with what he's done? I've been doing readings lately. Ever since Christmas, he's in trouble. He's in serious mental addictive trouble. So maybe the addiction isn't actually a drug that he's addicted to. It could be his pot smoking has created this secondary situation that causes himself to harm himself. And the threat that he has, that he's taking someone with him, that is very common with schizophrenics, that they threaten to hurt themselves, but they also threaten to take somebody with them. That's when we see our sad cases of a parent taking out their children with them, or taking their whole family out at the same time. That is generally, well, obviously, you don't even say generally, that's obviously a severe mental health issue. And here we have this Eight of Cups, that he is now stuck with what he has done. I think this Page of Cups is also telling us he never expected his marijuana to do that to him. That's a surprising outcome. And he almost feels betrayed by it. The Hermit, there he is. Don't you love this Hermit card? So it's like ghostly, right? It's like ghostly. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You know, he has the Emperor. I think that, unfortunately, he blames his parents for where he is. I'm thinking, unfortunately, he may have something genetic from Diana. There may be a genetic deficit there that he got from Diana, and we know that is possible. For example, depression can run in your family. Clinical depression can run in your family. Also, it can be something that happens. And I always hate, I hate to blame the mother. It could be something that happened during pregnancy. And we know Diana was in a lot of distress during pregnancy, during the development of Harry. So it could be something then. But here Harry has the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Unfortunately, he got something from his mother, and it has taken root, and it is long lasting. It is a long process, and it's not even an investment. In this respect, it is something that has taken root that will probably last the rest of his life. It'll be slow and steady, but it's something that will last the rest of his life. The King and Temperance here. Yeah, he needs medication. Temperance, when I'm talking about health, Temperance is my, you need medication. You need the pharmacist to mix something up to bring you peace of mind. Interesting, we have the Emperor here. And we have his dad showing up, and then the king showing up. So the king is making decisions as the king. So you're not inviting to trooping. You're not allowed on royal property, that kind of thing. But his dad is also here as, an emotional punching bag. He definitely needs some form of medication. Here with the Fool, it would really change his life. Would really change his life. Three of Cups in reverse, and the World and the Sun. Yeah, I think I can see where the royal family is now realizing he needs some serious help to get some peace of mind, and that he has to give it up with Meghan here. This Three of Cups in reverse. He has to kind of walk away from the people that are enabling him. This Three of Cups in reverse. This is drinking too much, smoking too much, but to your detriment. To your detriment. These are people that are emotionally damaging you through substances. So this is somebody who's keeping him in check, not with medication, but with recreational substances. So in some respects, he needs to close that chapter in his life before he can return in any way, shape, or form. And look at this Sun, this little red-headed boy, to return to who he was born to be. And the devil here in reverse. Interesting, when you go look at Harry's 1, 5, and 10-year destiny, it shows at his 1 year he's still addicted, but at his 5 year is when he finally gets out of it. And by his 10 year, he wrote a book and about how to get off of all these drugs and everything, and he's a real champion for mental health, for addictions and whatnot. So I think, yes, we asked the cards, does he have a secondary? Yes. The royal family knows about it. His father knows about it. He does need medication for to start fresh. He needs to let go of the recreational medication. He needs to walk towards the proper medical care that he needs, and so he can close that chapter in his life and get control of his life and start fresh and start anew to be the person that he came here to be. So does he have secondary symptoms? Yes, absolutely. We have the devil in reverse here. He needs to let go of that addiction. 9 of Wands in reverse. He's really embattled by it. I think he's a bit embarrassed by it. 9 of Wands in reverse can be embarrassment as well. He's still embattled by it. Here's the Judgment. He gets a second chance. He will get a second chance at releasing these addictions. But this Ace of Pentacles in reverse and 10 of Swords, he has to get to absolute ruin first. He hasn't hit rock bottom yet. Once he hits rock bottom, once he's lost everything with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, once he's hit rock bottom, only then will he bounce back from that. And that does echo that 1, 5, and 10 year, Harry's destiny. He's nowhere near realizing that he's addicted, that he needs to give it up, that this has created a secondary situation for him. He's nowhere near that. He has to lose everything first. He has to lose everything first before that will happen. And he's not there yet. He's not quite there yet. I have to see the card below. I'm being told to reveal the card below. King of Wands. I think that's his doctor. King of Wands can be your doctor. King of Wands is somebody who is looking after him. It could be somebody from MI6 is keeping an eye on him. It's somebody who knows what he needs. King of Wands can be your doctor. King of Swords can be your surgeon. King of Hearts can be your heart doctor if you have cardiology. King of Cups is your heart doctor. And King of Pentacles can be if you need bones, anything to do with bones, and like arthritis, or and also King of Pentacles can be a cancer doctor. But this King of Wands, this would be somebody who is somewhat looking after his physical symptoms. Also, King of Swords could be psychiatrist. That's right. King of Swords can be your psychiatrist or your surgeon if that's what you need. But King of Wands can be just a general family doctor, or it can be the like a MI6, somebody in the military, or somebody your bodyguard, that kind of thing. So somebody is watching him. Somebody is keeping an eye on him and won't allow this widow to appear. The crying widow, that's the last thing we need. Not only for the world, but for the royal family and society in general. And also for Harry. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. What do you think? What are your thoughts about this? Do you think Harry has some secondary situation from all his pot? Did you see that article I posted in community? Very scary. Thank you so much for watching. I sure appreciate you. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.